Hi everyone, I'm Yi Chien. I'm a dietitian. First of all, thank you very much Locum Apps for inviting me to share about nutrition tips. But today, this is something different because today I'll be focusing on nutrition tips for healthcare professionals. Most of our healthcare professionals can be found busy running on their next emergency, and at the same time, they were busy on managing their ward and overseeing a lot of outpatients in hospitals. For healthcare providers such as doctors, nurses, dietitians, pharmacists, and more, it nearly seemed impossible for them to actually develop a healthy eating habit under these circumstances. Do you know that food choices each day can eventually affect your health, at the same time affect how you feel today, tomorrow, and in the future? Every day, healthcare professionals will advise patients on how to stay healthy, but usually they often put their own health aside. If you as a healthcare professionals taking care of your own health, it will help you to provide a better care for your patients. I believe all of you have heard often enough about benefit of healthy eating. So today, I'm not going to share with you about the benefit of carbohydrates, protein, fibers, etc. But I will actually share with you how to make healthy eating happen. First, bring your own bottle. Healthcare professionals will always be the one who share about increasing water intake, but oftentimes they forgot about their own advice. Let's face it, you know that you actually need to drink 2 liters of water per day, but oftentimes you forget about it and lost count about it because of your busy schedule. Hence, prepare a reusable water bottle for your work so that you can easily monitor your water intake. If your position allows, carry a mini water bottle around you whenever possible. By keeping yourself hydrated, it will help you to function at peak level. So let's drink more water and keep hydrated. Next, have you heard of meal prepping or have you ever tried of it? So it's a very great way to actually eat healthy and save your time during the week. Meal prepping simply means to prepare the meal up to 3 to 4 days in advance in the correct portion sizes. If you want to fully control what you put inside your body and encourage yourself to eat better, it is a great option for busy people who want to stay healthy like you. If you think that meal prepping is too time-consuming and I'm too busy for that, let me share some tips for you. The first thing you do is actually to pick up a day to prepare the meal. Many people will choose Sunday because they are off from work, but I know that you as a healthcare professionals, you have different work shifts. Look at your schedule and work with what is realistic for you. So ask yourself, how often do you want to meal prep and how many meals in a day? Then choose the recipe and create a grocery list for your meal. Try choosing recipe based on the ingredient that you already have at home, because it will save your money and at the same time avoid food wastage. For instance, I will cook twice daily because I know that every time when I meal prep, it will enough for 3 days. I will set aside 2 hours for meal prep on Sunday and Wednesday. So it will be a total of 4 hours in a week. So if you think that it is time consuming, it's actually not demanding at all. Whenever you plan, start to think of your meal in 4 parts, which is carbohydrates, proteins, fruits, and vegetables, and make it a 1-pot dish. When it comes to meal prepping and wanting your meal to be kept for up to 4 days, make sure you do not choose ingredients that will produce too much of liquid when cooked, and at the same time can be kept and reheated without losing too much of its texture. So remember the 4 parts that I mentioned just now? Let's start with carbohydrate. All grains are actually suitable for meal prepping, such as rice, quinoa, pasta, or potatoes. The key to make them last is actually to store the grains separately from your any sources and at the same time only reheat the portion that you want to eat at that time. You may add a splash of water when reheating to avoid it from being too dry. Next, protein. Pretty much all proteins are suitable, such as chicken, fish, eggs, beans, tempeh, or tofu. So this really comes down to the right cooking method. In order for them to keep long, remember to fully cook your protein. Cook them thoroughly and avoid medium raw or consuming them raw. Thirdly, vegetables. Basically, choose vegetables that will not produce too much of liquid after cooking and can be kept for a few days. Some great vegetables that are good for meal prepping, such as bell pepper, carrot, broccoli, and cauliflowers. So these are all of the vegetables that will not produce too much liquid when cooked. Lastly, when it comes to fruits, the best is to choose whole fruits such as apple, oranges, pear, or bananas. It can be kept for a longer time and can be eaten on the go. Now, let's talk about storing and reheating your meal. Generally, all dishes can be chilled up to 4 days in an airtight containers. So, if you plan to actually keep it longer, it is best to actually freeze your meal. Food with high moisture content is not recommended because it tends to be mushy when it's heated. When you're hungry, you may reheat your meal in a steamer or microwave to enjoy your meal. So, if you pack your meal wisely, your meal will be much healthier. Thirdly, healthy eating out. No matter how much you want to incorporate healthy eating into your lifestyle, I know sometimes it can be absolutely no time to do so. And let's face it, eating out is just better and is the best choice at this moment. As a proud Malaysian, we are known for the diversity of our own food. Food is part of us and we love to eat no matter what time it is in the day. We are a nation that eat out most of the time. We are spoiled with choices, and this is a very good news for healthcare staff who has different work shifts because we are surrounded with a lot of restaurants who are open 24/7. Meal can always be purchased from any cafe. The more we eat out, the more important it is for us to choose healthy options from the menu. While eating out, as a Malaysian, our top choice will always be nasi goreng and mee goreng. Do you know that when you order a plate of fried rice, you're actually not just getting 1 cup of rice, but actually 3 full cups of rice, which are high in carbohydrate and fats without much other nutrients. After all, no single food can actually provide all of the nutrients that your body needs. You require a wide variety of food, taken in right amount and moderation. Suabitu mixed rice instead, or we call it as nasi campur. It can be a healthy option while eating out because you get to pick wisely what food groups you want and how much is the portion. Let me share this with you. My healthy plate. First of all, fill a quarter of your plate with whole grain, another quarter of your plate with proteins, another half will be fruits and vegetables. Pick dishes with healthy cooking methods. Remember this quarter, half. These healthy plates has a balance of carbs, proteins, and fiber to keep you satisfied. Lastly, keep your healthy snacks handy. Regardless of your caring for patients 8 hours in a day or 12 hours at night, you need to have a pick-me-up snacks sometimes. By having a mini pre-packing of your snacks, you can actually have a healthy options whenever you are hungry or whenever you are craving hits. Some possibility include small packs of biscuit and mixed nuts. Sharing a secret with you, my white coat pocket is always my emergency food bag. These healthy snacks always give me a satisfying crunch. Oh yeah, make sure it is fully sealed to prevent contamination. Lastly, as healthcare professionals, what you eat will actually affect your family and friends. So just ask yourself, do you feel good in your body? Do you feel good after you eat? With these healthy eating tips and tricks, I hope that you can stay on track on your diet. Do share with me your tips in the comments below. I would love to hear what you do and what you have found to actually eat better and live healthier. We are what we eat and we can make a difference. And this starts with each and every one of us.